I'm going to do the low tetra tonight with the ridge line so I can eliminate that center pole, add a little bit of extra space. Lined up in a diamond formation, straight to the tree right behind me, and I do have a tree right here that I'm going to connect to. So I'm going to try to keep that in line. Let's see how well we can transform the low tetra into a plow point now. I'm just going to unhook those two middle loops that we have connected at our door and just hang this up high. Not too bad for a plow point. Probably hook up those two right there. Grab another carabiner. That works out all right. Now we can go ahead and get our gear set up. Yes, it's winter. It got dark on me quick. Let me show you what I got for my sleep system here tonight. My outer layer is my MSS Bivy bag. Then I have my USGI Industries Whoopee or poncho liner. Inside of that, I have my Snug Pack Jungle Bag. And then I have Sunshine Mountaineering Bag. I have no idea what the rating on that Sunshine Mountaineering Bag is. I've had it for going on almost 30 years now. I've had it since I was a teenager, and it's been with me for many, many camping trips. I'm surprised that it's held up so well over the years. It is a synthetic bag. It's not down. So probably sleeping on it for 30 years, it's probably lost a lot of its insulative value. But I'm adding that into my system for the evening. And I have my Unigear Campy P3. It's got a R2 value. And then underneath, I got an Ozark Trail, one of those accordion closed cell foam mats with the reflective layer. And it's supposed to have an R2 value as well. So that should give me an R value of 4 underneath me and quite a few layers on top. And I'm definitely dressed for it as well. Base layers of polyester and a micro fleece. My pants, which are fleece lined as well, so those feel really good doubled up on each other. I do have just one of those cotton waffle layers for my base up top. I do have a thinner fleece underneath, and then I have this 511 Tactical Series heavier fleece over top, which then I do have the rain and wind shell that goes over top of that if I need it. I have some bigger thick socks to put on when it comes time to crawl into bed, something a little oversized and warm, help keep my feet warm. 31 degrees outside. I brought the thermometer in from sitting right outside the shelter, brought it in, and it went up 2 degrees to a 33, and that's with it opened up in the plow point shelter. That's pretty wild. Just that little bit of being able to block the wind brings the temperature inside the shelter by 2 degrees. So this low tetra, we will be bringing it down from the plow point, seal it up into the pyramid once we want to go into bed here a little bit later. So tonight I got a Sapporo Japanese premium beer. Had these before at the sushi restaurants. Pretty tasty. Cheers, y'all. Not bad at all. Afterbite's a little bit different than the IPAs that I usually have, but not a bad beer. I got one beer. I'm going to have a little dinner, and then after that, I got a special little treat tonight. A little bit. Well, I won't give it away yet. I'll break it out a little bit later. So tonight, I do have some leftover homemade soup that I brought. It's got black-eyed peas and kale, carrots, tomatoes. All right, 6:38. And the thermometer is reading Gonna read it. 30 degrees. So yeah, I got little chunks of pork in there. It's gonna be a nice hearty soup for dinner. Hot soup's gonna go great this cold evening. What do we got? Still 30 degrees. A little bit later we'll pull that inside of the tent. We'll see what it does. My wife also made me some nice homemade cornbread to go along with it. Now I'm just going to add some of that inside. I'm a lucky man. My wife's an amazing cook. She made this nice homemade soup and the cornbread. And this stuff's absolutely delicious. So the tradition for a New Year's meal with the black-eyed peas and the collards is supposed to bring good luck, health, and wealth to you. The cornbread's also very traditional as well to have along with it. Delicious hot soup. Well, I'm going to enjoy this for a little bit. And then I have another Appalachian tradition I'm going to break out here in a little while. Thermometer is reading 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest that we've hit so far was 29. But from 29 degrees, says that it's raised 11 degrees since we've sealed it up inside of here. I'm going to get my nice warm socks on and get these shoes off. Get these cold socks off, ones I've been wearing all day. My feet are feeling a little chilly. Ooh. Oh, these things are so soft. Oh, those are nice. I think that's going to make a huge difference right there. Make me feel a little bit better, warm my feet up. Granted, I could have used a fire. Would be nice. It's always nice watching a little bit of caveman TV, hanging out, getting warm next to the fire. But my theory behind it was, instead of getting nice and warm next to the fire, I let my body adapt to the cold a little bit more, so then it wouldn't be a shock once it cooled down. Plus, I have another little trick up my sleeve to see if we can raise the temperature in here just a little bit. Got 4 little tea lights. Got a couple more if I wanted to burn them for longer. I can feel a little bit of heat off of it. What does that say? 40 degrees. So it's still holding 40 degrees. It's better than 29 outside. I have some Appalachian Mountain Dew. Wink, wink. That's tasty. Just a little glass. Enough of a shot. That's good. Don't run into that every day. That was pretty tasty stuff. Just enough to warm up just a little. Smooth. Very smooth. Appalachian tradition. That wasn't bad at all. I think I might be getting myself ready to go on to bed. I crawled out to go use the bathroom, and I tell you, it's a lot colder outside than what it is inside of this tent. So this pyramid shelter is definitely doing the trick by helping to keep it really warm in here. Up and at 'em. Not bad. Temperature saying 33. That's what it's reading inside of here. I should check what the local weather says. This has been sitting inside the whole time. Let's check the temp. $29 degrees. So I'm very pleased to how my sleep system worked out last night. With the addition of some good proper base layers, good clothing, it's a nice thick oversized, kind of loose-fitting socks definitely helped out quite a bit. Adding my old 30-year-old sleeping bag in there into my system with the jungle bag and my whoopee inside of my bivy bag, that definitely worked out. And especially adding this reflective layer accordion pad, closed cell foam pad, definitely helped out a lot. I could definitely feel the heat reflecting and coming back through my sleeping pad rather than the ground just pulling all the heat right out from underneath me. So that was another great addition to my kit there. Ultimately, I'd like to get the intermediate bag for the MSS Bivy, because it snaps into it, holds into place, and that should be a 20-degree bag. With just that and the bivy, that should help out. In the future, that's going to be part of my new gear. But in the meantime, I'm going to use what I have. 20 degrees, I could probably still hang in there, but I might not be so comfortable. But that's why we do our sleep system test, so that we know what we're dealing with. But I'm happy. I'm stoked. That worked out pretty good. So my wife surprised me this Christmas. She made me my own Adventures with Mud beanie. It was pretty awesome to get a surprise for that. Well, it would have been fun if this snow came down first thing in the morning, a little bit earlier to wake up to it, but it's coming down now. That was a great sleep system test. Worked out wonderfully. I'll definitely be using that for another camp, see how much further I can go. Thanks for joining me today. Stay tuned. Laters, y'all.